Hey everybody, Glenn Tompkins here on our YouTube channel, and today I've got 3 stocks you've got to keep on your radar. Now, one of them is really speculative, super speculative, but I think it's got a great opportunity to go up exponentially. The 3 stocks we're going to talk about today are AITX, IDEX, and XPEV, XPEV. So, if you want to know what I found out about why I like these stocks, you sit right there. Hey everybody, Glenn Tompkins, Senior Instructor here at VectorVest. Always love bringing these videos to your attention. Hopefully you've made opportunities to find these stocks, make some money, and you know something, that's what it's all about being in the stock world. If you're brand new to the channel, I invite you right now to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon so that you'll be alerted when videos like this come out. And most of all, we'd love for you to hit the like button, especially if you like the content. Now, let's get into it. The 3 stocks that we're going to talk about, again, 2 of them are relatively good. XPEV, I think that everybody's heard of, but I've got a really low dollar, actually penny stock that I think you should keep your eyes on. Why? Because the name of the game is to buy low and sell high. And when you can find a stock that's got this kind of potential at such a low price, it may be something for you to keep your eyes on. All right, let's go out to my stories. The first story is that speculative stock. Now, the name of this is Robotic Assistance Devices, RAD, receives a 2-unit opening order from a major U.S. electric utility company. Why is that important? Well, the company, as you'll find out, is unnamed because of a gag order. The artificial intelligence company or technology solutions, ticker symbol, this is the ticker symbol, AITX, today announced that its wholly owned subsidiary, Robotic Assistance Devices, RAD, has received an initial order from a top 10 U.S. electric utility company for 1 autonomous verified access, AVA, and 1 responsive operating security agent, ROSA device. Due to non-disclosure agreements in place, the identity of this client cannot be released. So it's a top 10 electric utility company. Now, why is this important? Well, this is huge win for RAD by association. The nation's power grid, the Steve Reinhardt's, and I got a video from him, of AITX and RAD. The nation's power grid remains one of the most vulnerable components of our infrastructure. Billions of dollars are being allocated to cybersecurity within this industry, but the grid's physical security has been neglected. So that's where this stock comes in. The opening deployment is the beginning of the industry's inevitable efforts to change that. This sector holds enormous potential for RAD, Reinhardt said. Again, that's the president of AITX. These industries or these outposts are under attack. The attack in which a gunman fired on 17 transformers caused $15 million in damage, and that was back in 2013. So I'm sure that this is not the only case where some sort of a utility has been under attack. This company is going after that to help to secure these. Now, as we look a little further, they released a device placement system, DPS smartphone app. So what this does is it allows the user who's looking at these security devices to look at their phone and see what these devices, where they look or what they look like placed on the property. I think it's a great way to sell the product to the people who are interested in, like this utility company, to, on your phone, look at what the devices look like on the property. I think it's a great selling tool, and you know what? When you're in business to sell, to make profits. So I think that this is a great selling tool for this device. Now, I wanted to understand what robotic assistance devices was, or RAD security devices, so I looked it up on Google. Robotic assistance devices, RAD, is a high-tech startup that delivers robotics and artificial intelligence-based solutions that empower organizations to gain insight, solve complex security challenges, and fuel new business ideas at reduced costs. So it's a great way, not only what they are doing, but how they can approach other people to do the same thing as well. A little video was done by the owner His last name is Reinhardt, and it showed a little bit of what the app looked like. The app was just delivered out today on both Google Play and the App Store. And what you do is you put your phone up around your complex or your property, and you can see what the devices, what they look like on your property. I thought that was, again, a great selling tool for such a low dollar stock. My next stock on the list is IDEX, and as of today, earnings came out, excuse me, IDEX Biometrics EPS beats by 58 cents, misses on revenue though. All right, so they missed by a little bit on revenue, but nonetheless, they beat on earnings. So what else is I found out about this? Now, this is really, really cool. Ideanomics, subsidiary Wave, so they've got their own company, to showcase its wireless EV charging technology to transit authority customers at APTA Transform Conference and Expo. Also came out today. Interesting. So we're moving towards electric vehicles. We know we got to plug them in, whether it's at your house or at wherever you are. But a wireless EV charging technology at the November 7-10 transit conference, Wave will highlight, and this came out today. Wave will highlight its high power wireless en route and depot charging solutions. So with all of the new cars that are coming out, we're going to talk about one of those in a second. This is revolutionary, in my opinion, because I don't know who else is out there doing wireless charging right now. Now, again, I may have to look at that to see if there's anybody else doing it. But conference attendees visiting the Wave booth, number 711, will learn how Wave's fully automated roadway embedded charging pads overcome the safety, the maintenance, and labor challenges posed by legacy plug-in and overhead charging solutions, enabling the transition to zero-emission transit. Folks, if this is the only company out there, and as of right now, I think that it is, this could be huge for Ideanomics. All right? This could be really, really huge. A global company focused on driving the adoption of commercial electric vehicles and associated energy delivery today announced that it will exhibit, highlighting subsidiary, the Wave, a market-leading high-power inductive charging solution provider for medium and heavy-duty vehicles. Wow. And they announced an additional $280,000 follow-on order from the Antelope Valley Transit Authority for a depot charger as part of the organization's continued focus on building out successful wire infrastructure. That could be huge for Ideanomics, IDEX. My last story, XPEV. Now, XPEV jumped recently, and this is as of November 1st, after massive month for EV deliveries. Another company that did that as well is Lucid LCID. They're finally selling a car, and now they've got orders out there. They're selling cars. XPEV jumps after massive month of EV deliveries. And the last story is it's up 30% over the last month. What's next for the XPEV stock? And now we're going to get into what it looks like in the VectorVest software. First thing I want to do is I said, well, these stocks are being really looked at on YouTube and on Google, and people want to know why these stocks are going up. So I went back 1 week on these stocks. I wanted to see what they look like over the last week. What I'm going to do is from 10/28 until now, I'm going to quick test them. These stocks are up 2.5%, while the market is only up 1.87%. It's not blowing the doors off the market, but they are making money. XPEV is up 3.46%. IDEX, I really do like this stock, especially for that wireless charging, up 5.24%. And my dark child is AITX. I think because it is a 3-cent stock. I told you it was super speculative. It is a 3-cent stock. But you know something? With that information about picking up an order from a top 10 utility company from a perspective of protecting it, if this works out well, other companies are going to jump on board, and this stock could easily move much, much higher than 3 cents. But this is super, super speculative. And over the last week, it's down over 1%. All right, so I wanted to do that. Let's bring this up until now. Let's take a look at what's going on. Here's the 3 stocks again. Now, after I've done that 1 week, let's go take a look at analyzing the stock. All of these stocks are over their values, all of them. So they are speculative plays, all right? But everybody, or a lot of people out there, want to know what's going on with these. And again, this is what the video is made for, why they're going up, and if there's still potential good plays. XPEV is changing at trading at 47 with a value of 7. Ideonomics, wow, trading at $2 with a value of $1.35. In this low dollar penny stock, trading at 3 cents with a value of 1. Any of these have upside potential? Ideonomics does have upside potential with relative value above 1. All of these stocks have a safety below 1, so you're giving up some safety on these stocks. Are they in the uptrend? Only one in the uptrend is XPEV. The other two RTs are below 1. The only one that's got a VST above 1 is XPEV. But look at these earnings growth rates. All of these earnings are negative, but look at their earnings growth rates, which means that over time, preferably in a short amount of time, these earnings per share should turn around to be a little bit more positive. All right, so those are the stocks. Those are the stocks to keep in mind. And again, they may not fit everybody's opinion if these are stocks to buy, but I'm telling you, based on the news, these could be explosive plays. Let's go take a look at their graphs real quick. We'll right-click, view the stock graph. All right, let's highlight them. XPEV, most recently moving up, trading at a price of $47.84. I've got a level of resistance sitting about $49.52. The 3 and the 8, because these are more looking like trades, definitely in play. A nice up, not a nice update, but gapped up from yesterday's close on good volume. Look at the earnings per share, a little higher than it was 3 months ago. And the earnings growth, not growing, but I still think it's still sitting at double digits earnings growth at 29%. Next one. Now, IDEX. Look at the downtrend. Most recently broke through the downtrend, connecting the highs. Now challenging a level of support, sitting at $2.01. This is trading at 201. I've got a value of that support at 201, right off support. 3 and the 8 are still in play. I've got an uptrend from this low, sitting at $1.83, trending higher. Let's see what happens in the next couple of days. Can this level of support hold? Let's go see. A lot of selling pressure on today's candle. And again, 3 days down, but let's see if this level of support will hold it. Volume has been pretty steady. Love the earnings per share. The earnings growth rate looks like a heart monitor, doesn't it? Boom, 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 boom. And now maybe is it going beep? I don't think so. It's still higher than it was 3 months ago. Again, a stock to keep in mind based upon the news. And the last stock, this is that AITX. Interesting as I look at AITX. 3 cents, but look at the volume being traded. Average volume sitting at about 50 million shares on a low dollar stock like this. Look at the big bump in earnings. I think that with the new contract that it picked up, they're going to have to sell, right? They're going to have to sell. They're going to have to make money. RT is below 1 right now, but I do like the uptrend. I do like the buying pressure on both of these candles with the wicks at the bottom of the candles. I probably right now have a profit target sitting at about 5 cents from 3 cents, but I think if the news it goes well with the company that they're working with, other companies may jump on board, and this 3 cents might dissipate very quickly as the stock's price rises higher. I don't like that the volume is dissipating, even though the stock is consolidating just a tad bit. But I want to keep your eyes on all of these. So, with all of that being said, folks, these are stocks that are actually a little bit more speculative to play, but a lot of people out there want to know what's going on, why they're moving. Hopefully, I've given some insight as to why they're currently moving right now. Now it's up to you to make a decision. I like the news on all of them. I think that they all three have great potential, but just time the plays, keep your eyes on them, and if nothing else, do your homework. Folks, this video is over. If you liked what you saw, don't forget to hit the like button. If you have comments on what's going on with these stocks that you may know about, send me something in the comments. Let me see what you got to say. Folks, until the next time, see ya.